morning, Flosstube. My name is Stephanie and I am the New England Stitcher, and I just want to say welcome and thank you so much for tuning in and joining. And if this is your first time here, welcome, and I can't wait to share with you all of my stitchy progress and some of my finishes, some of my starts, whips, and some of my fails, because life isn't perfect. I'm not perfect. So I hope you stick around and like what you see and hang out with me. So I'd like to get started today just by saying thank you to a few people who have mentioned me in their videos. I want to say thank you to Chris the Camping Stitcher. She's a good friend and a fellow enabler and Sal Starter and all of the above. B&E Stitchery, Brandy and Emma, really dear friends and also very good enablers. Floss Boss and Cousins, Christy and I have been chatting, and you know, she's super lovely and mentioned me in her videos, so I just want to say thank you to that. And someday I'm going to get to meet her and Callie, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And finally, Erin Elizabeth, thank you so much for all of your mentions. She's a great designer and friend, and I feel very blessed to be a part of this community. I'm sorry, I probably sound like a broken record, but I just feel like this community is an amazing group of people, and I'm just really happy and blessed to be a part of it. So thank you. So what have I been up to? Quick update. Track meets. Yeah, a lot of track meets. And if anybody knows anything about track meets, they're long. And my daughter is a sprinter, and she only runs for like 10 seconds. And yeah, so it's a lot of walking, waiting, sitting. And yeah, so that anyway, that's track meets. Got to go and visit my daughter at college. She comes home next weekend. I'm so excited. She was a ballerina and she decided to join the dance team at school. So it was really nice to get to see her perform again. I've been getting enabled. So one of the things we were talking about this week through chats was, I'm a part of a group chat with a bunch of ladies that, then I'm fortunate to be a part of their group and I get to Zoom with them. But yeah, Emma, I'm calling you out, girl. I told you I was going to call you out. This week, Emma was the biggest enabler. Purchased some Carolyn Manning, got some coloring cotton fabric. Yeah, I owe very close to a long dog purchase, very close to a modern folk embroidery. Yeah. There's been a lot of talk. Anyway, but I'm very excited to start the Carolyn Manning. I ordered all the floss. It hasn't arrived yet. For some reason, my 1, 2, 3 stitch is taking 1,000 years, and they're so fast. They're so fast, and I just don't know why it hasn't come. So yeah, not like I didn't have anything else to stitch though, but I'm really excited to stitch that. So I did purchase Peachy Keen. Very excited. Let's see, getting ready for the end of the school year. Our last day of school is on the 13th of June, so it's coming quickly, trying to get kiddos to finish projects. Yeah, lots to do at the end of the school year. If you're a teacher, you definitely know. Then you got to pack up your classroom, which takes a bunch of time because, you know, that's what you have to do. Supposed to be started at the Library Stitchers Retreat, and it didn't happen because I changed my mind, because Joanne, she showed me her fabric and she said she'd give me a piece, and it is gorgeous, and I have it. I think I showed it in my last video, but here's what it looks like. So this is Good Intentions by Kathy Barrick. It's being stitched using the called for NPI silks, and it's on this beautiful piece of arboreal from Cedar River Linens. So that's my start. It's 40 count, so I can stitch on 40. It's just I'm a little bit slower, but I'm loving it. So here's my floss ring, and yeah, I did a mistake. Apparently I wasn't counting very well when I was cutting my loops, and I cut this one twice. and so it's way shorter. So that's a little frustrating, especially because they're silks. I'm like, no, no. But I don't know, has anybody ever done that too? Anyway, so that one color is a little bit shorter than the rest. But I'm using this Library Stitchers bling that I got from Jack's Creative, I think it's Creative Corner, Jackie Beecher. So it's just so pretty and I love it. And then if you want to see what Good Intentions looks like, this is what it looks like. I think Reese from the Crafty Grimalkin, I think that she did this, and maybe I'm mistaken, but I think she did. She used here the needle that she stitched with, and I thought that was a really cool idea. So rather than back stitching, she used that needle. So maybe that's what I'll do. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. But that is my first start that I'm going to share with you. And I'm just going to try and find a place over here that's not going to fall over, but if it does, whatever. So yesterday I got an itch to stitch something new and different. I am a seasonal stitcher, but for some reason I've been dying to stitch on perforated paper, and I've talked about it before. Maybe it's because Teresa Kogut came out with her bunnies and they look super cute, but I had this pattern, guys. I showed it a long time ago and I got it from the quilt shop, but I was waiting for the fabric, and my quilt shop did not get the full collection. They just got some pre-cuts, but I ordered it from Fat Quarter Shop, and I got the yardage of this fabric because it's gonna go on the back. So I'm so excited. So if you're, yeah, so excited. So I'm actually stitching, I started this one right here. So that's the first one I've started, and here it is. Here's my perforated paper start. Yep, I'm loving it. I can totally see why everybody loves perforated paper. It is a poke and stab kind of thing. I can't use the sewing method, but it's okay. I find it really easy. So I've been bringing this for, I brought this to school on my prep. If I do my work, I can, and I have any time extra, I can do this. It's like my little reward. So yeah. So and then my friend Sarah and I've been actually staying after school while I wait for Lily, my youngest daughter. She has track practice. So while I wait for her, because it doesn't make sense to go home and back, we've been staying after school and having our own little stitchy club. And I stitched it at the our Crossstitch club. But I'm using all the called for floss, and I'm using this super adorable needle minder that my friend Missy from Two Needles Pulling Thread, she gave this to me at Stitch New England last year, and I just thought that was perfect because it is Christmas, and I know I'm stitching in the wrong season, but it's just making me happy, and that's what stitching's all about, right? Here is my next start. This is for the building block May Sal that I have decided to jump in on. Missy and Joy from the Carolina Stitchers are doing the building block Sal, and this is the block that I'm doing right now. This is Little House Needleworks, Singing the Blues. Let me get it a little bit closer. I liked it because there was only 3 colors. I wasn't sure if I was going to use, well, I didn't use the called for colors. I just pulled from my stash. I had some silks left over from another project, so I thought maybe I would do the silks. I do have this one white silk that I'm using. I haven't decided if I'm going to use this red for the cherry or if I'm going to actually use Apple Fritter from Classic Colorworks, so I'm still kind of debating. The cherries are not very large, so I don't know if I'm going to use that little NPI silk I have, which is not variegated, or if I'm going to use the variegated. But I decided to use, because I have a blue that's a silk that's left over from another project, but it didn't have any variegation because it was NPI. So I thought with this one pattern, I really wanted to see all that variegation in the bluebird and the letters. So what I decided to do was I decided to use Gentle Arts Blue Jay, and here is what I've got. This is being stitched on 32 count Seraphim. I think it's called Winter's Wool. The light color doesn't show up so much, but I mean, it's showing much, I think it's showing up better on camera. sorry, I did not iron. It's really early in the morning right now. I think it's like 6 o'clock because I have to go to work today because it's Saturday, but I figured I'd film before. But anyway, this is going to be a smalls exchange. So that is what I'm doing on there. That's my start. It's going pretty quickly. The other start that I have is Erin Elizabeth's Quack, Quack, Honk. Do I have the picture? No, I didn't print the cover page, so I just, yeah, I have the PDF version, so sometimes I get a little stingy with my ink, so I didn't print the cover page, I'm sorry. But here is what I've got so far. The missing colors are the colors that I don't have yet, and they're part of that stitch 1, 2, 3 stitch order. So anyway, I'm doing this on, oh God, this is 20 count. This, I do know that it's 20 count, and I do think it is an Atomic Ranch. And I did not fill out, gosh darn it, I did not fill out one of those cards. I'm so sorry. Nope, I didn't. I'm so sorry. So I'm really enjoying it. So it's my rainy day Sal stitch. Cheryl coined that, so thank you, Cheryl. Because I was like, when are we going to start this? When are we going to start this? So we've had a bunch of rain lately, and this guy has been a little pickup. So I've really enjoyed it. I love the 20 count because, again, it's nice. I don't need a magnifier. I can see it when I'm in the car, or if I'm doing a stitch session after school with Sarah, then I can actually see it. And she finished hers, that little bugger. She has finished it, and she is cruising. Yeah, it's hard to do a Sal with her because she's like fast. But anyway, those are my sorry. Those are my starts for this past 2 weeks. My first whip, and I thought that this was a finish when I was going through my head, like things that I finished. No, I haven't finished it. But it's the Spring Quaker by Primrose Cottage. And if you recall, I was planning on doing one color floss, and it didn't work out so much. But here's what it is looking like. I am making progress, slow and steady. Still haven't gone back to the part that I had messed up earlier, but that's okay. Yeah, so I am stitching this on fabric that is Forbidden Fiber Co. and it's 36 count orchid. And I'm using, I think the color, yep, Weeks Dye Works Amethyst. So that is what it looks like right there. So it's going to be a small, cute little pillow. I did just order from the Crafty Girl Malkin. She was having a sale, and she might still be having the sale depending on when you see this video. I don't know how long that sale is, but it's 15% off. I did order a bunch of Lady Dot trim. I ordered some, I think it's Purple Fizz or Grape Fizz, but I'm excited for it because then I can use the Rick Rack. I think I got Rick Rack, or did I get chenille? I don't know. Sarah was talking about getting chenille, so maybe I was influenced and got chenille instead. I don't remember. Okay, another whip that I'm working on is Violet's Blue. This was a Library Stitches Retreat start, and I did start it at the Library Stitches Retreat, so that's good. Oh, the sun is coming in, if you can kind of see it. It's just like a perfect time of day. In the summertime when it's warm outside, I go out on the front deck. We have a really long, flat, wide deck, and I'll do yoga, and the sun comes up that way, and doing sun salutations in the morning. Oh, it's so nice. Anyway, back to cross stitching. So Violet's Blue, and here is what I got. I'm stitching this on Color and Cotton 20 count sugar cookie. I do have a mistake that I have to rip out, and I'm going to show you because, I don't hide anything from you guys. And you would see it anyway because you guys are like eagle eyes and amazing. So here it is. Actually, this is the one that is a mistake. This one is one too high. So I went up too high. So on that one, I have to rip out that heart and fix it. But otherwise, that is what it looks like. Yeah, very excited. Sorry, I keep saying that, but I'm very excited because cross stitching just makes me so happy. On the days that I cross stitch, I'm a much happier person, If only we could cross stitch for a profession, right? Yeah, so I think that is, I think that's it. All of the information about Violet's Bloom. The other whip that I worked on was the Round Robin that I'm a part of last year. Sorry, my nose is itchy. Last year at Stitch New England, I got a crazy idea to get a few other ladies to start Quaker birds. And I think I've mentioned this before. Oh, I know I have, but in the video before that, we all stitched our own center in our one color. My color is Peacock by Gentle Arts. And then we passed it on to our friends. So mine was Peacock. I passed it to Cheryl. Cheryl passed it to Brandy. Brandy passed it to Reese. So it's gone around. So there's 9 ladies in this sal, and we've each stitched our own color on our friends' projects. So this is going to be exchanged back to us at Stitch New England, which, yay, can't wait for it. That's in October, and I'll get my piece back. And I did finish that spot. I stitched it when we were driving to visit my daughter in college. It's a 2-hour drive one way, 2-hour drive back. My husband was driving. I can stitch in the car, especially on 16 count, which I did, and I ended up doing 2 hours there, 2 hours back. And sorry, brain fart. When I came home, I had like a little bit more. I finished it up and got her done and mailed her off to Jenny, because that's who I sent mine to. So I'll insert some pictures here of the start, and I stupidly forgot to take a picture of what it looked like when it was done. But yeah, it's so nice to see what yours is looking, you know, what it's looking like. So yeah, anyway, this is in my Stitch New England Whipper Keeper that I made for a bunch of people last year to commemorate my first retreat, and now I want to go on every retreat. But anyway, those are my whips. Okay, so time for finishes. My first finish is the Spring Bunny, and I can't show you a picture of the bunny because I was lazy and I didn't print out the cover page. But here is the finish, and it's almost fully finished. I'm actually waiting for the paint to dry on the finishing piece. I did order the finishing piece from Paisleys and Polka Dots, and here's what it looks like. I stitched this on 18 count. I think I should have probably stitched it on 16 or maybe even 14, and then I wouldn't have as much of a gap. But I just love this little bunny because it looks just like the chocolate bunnies from the ones that you'd eat the heads off of and the ears. But anyway, I can't wait. And then I'm gonna do that trick that Erin does with that sticky metal is gonna go on, and the magnet will be on the piece, and then I can interchange them with the birds because I got the birds too, and I want to stitch them. So my next finish is actually a finish and a start. It is Partridge in a Pear by Satsuma Street. And here it is. Maybe let me get a piece of paper. Make it better. Here we go. Yeah, love it. Love the beading, love doing all of those things. Cannot wait to finish this. I'm going to definitely follow Ivana and Helen D's tutorials because they are great instructors. But I just love it. I'm so excited. So you'll see in my haul that this is part of my haul, but I couldn't wait to start it. Sorry guys, I hope you don't mind. I just completely fell in love with it. And it's a super easy, fun stitch because, you know, you're just poking and stabbing, and I don't need to have the magnifier. And yeah, I don't know. I love perforated paper now, so who knows what's going to happen next. But those are my 2 finishes for this 2 weeks. All right, so fully finished objects. I have a few. So my first one is 'Tis Spring by Brenda Gervais, and I did not add any rickrack. I did not add any pom-poms or anything, and I finished it with this nice light blue. I just kept it simple. It does have polyfill and walnut shells inside. And yeah, thank you to the viewer who told me, so before I did finish it, I forgot to finish this one tulip. And I know that other people have had that happen, so I'm thankful for this community and other cross stitchers looking at my work, because I didn't have that flower stitch and I would have totally forgotten. And the other thing is, having this Flosstube channel, I was talking to Brandy and she's like, oh, you got to do your homework because you're going to film a video. And it's kind of like having homework, because I want to have stuff to show you. So having the finished pieces and then turning them into FFOs and doing this video is actually helping me get things done, because I want to make sure you guys see, I want you to tune in. So I want to make sure you get to see things. So anyway, this is just a super cute little teeny tiny pillow. I stitched on Vintage Country Mocha 20 count. I used not quite the called for colors. I did substitute a couple because I couldn't get them, but yeah, just love it. It's so stinking cute. That robin is adorable. So that's my first pillow. My next one was Maine, my happy place. This was a finish in my last video, and I'm just so happy that it's done. I am looking for little blueberry pins or something that I can, poke in here. But my happy place. And then I used this blueberry colored gingham on the back, because I just thought that went so well. Yeah, and again, it's stuffed with polyfill and walnut shells. I do line all of my cross stitch, and I fuse a interfacing on the back so that none of the walnut shells or the polyfill can poke through. So that's something else I do. This is my birthday style. So this is Strength and Dignity by Annie the Proper Stitcher. And here is what she looks like. And then I can't believe I did this, but I used pink on the back. I know you guys know that blue is my favorite color, but I went with pink because I thought it would really pull out. These pins right here, I got at the Library Stitchers Retreat. There was this wonderful lady who was passing some out. She gave me one, I chose pink, and then she was going around again, and I asked if I could take another, and she said yes. And so I got a second, and I think it just looks so beautiful in this pillow. And then I did change my house. I went with Brethren Blue and Fennel. Yeah, those are the two blues that I used. And I'm not sure you can tell, but it is a very light blue fabric. I think it's called Waterfall. But I love this, and it just looks like the sky to me, and it just makes me so happy. So thank you for making such a great pattern, Annie, because I just love it. And thank you if you stitched along. And if you did stitch along and you did finish it, could you tag me? Because I would love to see them. All right, my last fully finished thing. All right, here it is. Now, I'm a little embarrassed, and you'll now understand why the title of this video is called Crackle Deficient. You see, I purchased the finishing kit, or the display piece from Paisleys and Polka Dots for Bee Farm that Erin Elizabeth designed. I purchased all of the paint that Erin suggested and what she used. As soon as she showed it, went on to Michael's, ordered it, had it mailed, and well, let me just say, crackling is not my jam. It did not work out so well. My friend Sarah and I stayed after school. We painted it. We waited the 1 hour. We read the directions. We watched Erin. We paused Erin, and then it didn't crackle. So the next day, I had texted Erin, and I was like, "What did I do wrong?" Because obviously, I'm assuming it's something I did, because it worked perfectly for her. So she sent me the video from Paisleys and Polka Dots. I followed. I came back to school after school. I sanded everything again, repainted everything, followed the directions, and I still did not get any crackle. And I know you're dying to see it. It still looks super cute, and I love it. But I'm very sorry. There is no crackle because I am crackle deficient. Yeah, so there it is. I did scuff up all of the edges and give it like a little bit of a worn look. You can kind of see the paint strokes of the lighter color with the darker color underneath. But I love it. It's going to look beautiful, or it does look beautiful. And this was such an easy piece to stitch. Super addicting. I think it took me like a week at night just stitching on it. It went really quickly, and I did stitch it on 28 count mushroom Lugana. But yeah, there it is. Almost matches my nails. Because blue's my favorite color. But yeah, I just love this piece, and it just makes me super happy. But that's why my video is called Crackle Deficient, because yes, I cannot crackle. I think I need a one-on-one tutorial. So when I get to go to Canada, or Erin can come to the United States, I need a crackle tutorial, a crackle tutorial, Erin. But yeah, that is, those are my FFOs. Yay! So happy, so excited. It makes me feel good when I finish something and then fully finish it. And I was counting my, these are the cards that I put on my floss rings to hold information. And some of the old ones that I have, my old whips, I forgot to, so I'm trying to add them. But this is gonna be my record, so I know what I stitch, and I can kind of keep track of how many. So in this little pile, there are 20. So far since January, I have 20 projects done, finished. So they're either fully finished or finished. Most of them are fully finished though. So that's a good thing. Yeah, so yay. Okay, haul it is. So in my haul, there probably is lots more because it just hasn't arrived yet, which is probably a good thing for this video. But I do have some really great things, and I did have some happy mail. Okay, so like I had mentioned before, I did go down a perforated paper rabbit hole. I purchased 2 turtle doves, French hens, and 4 calling birds. Sorry, plastic. Yep, so I got the 4 of them. I ended up purchasing them directly from Satsuma Street. I got all 4 fully kitted, and I cannot wait because the 5th one's going to come out, I think, this fall, and I'll get that, and then I'll have 5 done. I do love the 12 Days of Christmas. I have the 12 Days of Christmas for the Prairie Schooler Santas, so I'm hoping to get started on those. I have not started them, and I do have another, I think it's the Tiny Modernist, if I'm not mistaken, another 12 Days of Christmas. I don't know. I feel like they make me happy. I did purchase these things that Missy and Kathy had shown a video on how to do and use. They are for holding your week's dye works. I have decided to reorganize all of my thread and make it a little bit easier for me to find things. And I'm still in the process of working on DMC because I do want to get a full collection. I don't have a full collection yet. So I printed out the inventory list. I've been going through it and reorganizing and numbering everything, and and so I also did that for Week's Dye Works. So slow but surely, like little things, I'm doing. I did also get the Funky Chickens by Satsuma Street. I'm gonna make these chickens because they are the cutest thing ever. They do not go with anything I have in my house. I don't have a farm. I don't. I just love these chickens, and I think they just make me happy. So either I will keep them and make them for me just to look at because they're cute, or I'll give them as a gift. But I cannot wait to try to make them. I think I can do it. I can sew, so I think so. And I did purchase the called for DMC that I think they called for Cosmo, but I ended up going with DMC. All right, and the last, well, I already mentioned the Carolyn Manning, and you already saw the Partridge in a Pear Tree. I think that's it for patterns. I did buy the Bee Biscornu by Erin Elizabeth. So that's going to be another start because I'm definitely going to do that. I did make one Biscornu once, but I'm gonna do that bee. Can't wait. And maybe this fabric will be a contender, or maybe it'll be too small. I know Erin said she stitched hers on 14 count, so I don't know. I have to play around with the colors and decide which fabric I want to stitch it on. Okay. My order from Cedar River Linens came in, and it is just, it's beautiful. This is my first time ever ordering from her. And she wrote this little note in there, super cute. Thank you, Jody. But I did get 36 count maple bar, overcast, and spindrift. Yep. And I just want to say, Laura and Brenda, you are my enablers on this. When you showed it, I went on and I placed an order right away. But it is so beautiful. And if you've never gotten a package from her, it's so nice. And yeah, I'm like, well, I got to step up my game. It's so nice. But anyway, I did my Happy Mail. I was watching Erin Elizabeth's video, and she was talking about this woman, Kaylee, and Kaylee Crossstitch. She sends out, if you are interested in trying, if you're a person who's interested in trying to stitch or learning, or yeah, trying to stitch on 46 count or higher, she'll send you a teeny tiny little piece and a needle and some, this is Soisserfine, right here, so that I can try and stitch on the 46, because I've never stitched on 46, and I thought that was so nice. So thank you so much, Kaylee, for sending that. And she sent a few other little doodads in here, but yeah, I'm so excited to try this. And she also sent a free pattern that her friend Michael had designed. So I went and downloaded that. Like I said, can't wait to, I cannot wait to try that 46 count. Maybe it'll be a new thing that I like. Who knows? The other thing I forgot to mention in haul is I ordered 2 from the Floss Boss and Cousins. I ordered 2 of her stickers, of their stickers, and I have them decorating my Cobalt toolbox case, and I have it decorating my travel case for stitching. So love those heifer stickers, love those heifers. Yeah, super awesome. So thank you, ladies, and it was super fast. And if you got this lime green envelope, you know what I'm talking about, because that's what it came in, and I was like, yeah. As soon as I saw it, I was like, so excited. As I mentioned, Cross Stitch Club. I will be inserting pictures here of the Cross Stitch Club. The girls are, we have one more class left. It's on May 28th is our last Cross Stitch Club class. And that's when the girls are going to pick their kits for the summer. And I'm going to give away some prizes, and they're going to just have a bunch of things to work on over the summer. And yeah, so I'll insert some pictures here. And I forgot to take a picture of it. One of the girls, this week was Teacher Appreciation Week, and one of the girls, Zoe, she made myself and Sarah a little cross stitch. And you know how it is, guys, when you get a cross stitch from anybody. So mine was this little sweet flower that had my initial on it, and it's just adorable. So we're gonna frame it and hang it in the class, and that way we'll always remember Zoe, because she's an 8th grader and she's leaving us in a few weeks. But yeah, just thank you, Zoe. Super nice. Love that gift. So guys, I almost forgot to mention, we had a giveaway last week. So the winner of last week's video, I will insert here. But Tony, congratulations, you are the winner of Love Notes. Please send me your, please email me your mailing address so I can get this out to you. Please make sure that you are 18 years or older, and send me your address so that I can mail this out to you. All right, the last thing that I need to talk to you about is plans, my future plans. So my future plans tomorrow, I am going to sew a lot, but I also do want to start for Mother's Day. My Mother's Day start is going to be the Botanical Study #1. It is by Petal Pushers, and SarahW is doing a sal, and I just thought that was such a beautiful pattern. So I'm doing that. Next Saturday is Brandy, my friend Brandy's birthday. So I will be doing the Mighty Oak to celebrate Brandy's birthday, because that is the pattern that she picked for her birthday. On Memorial Day, I'm going to be starting a sal, the American Flag Sal by Erin Elizabeth. For my friend Missy's birthday, which is the 28th of May, I'm going to be doing When Cardinals Appear, and that's by JBW. And finally, I'll be starting that Carolyn Manning as soon as that floss comes in from 123 Stitch, and I'm going to keep working on the other 11 billion sals that I have started. If you do want to see a list of the sals that I am started and I'm trying to participate in, you will see that in the description below. I'll make sure I put that there. And I think that's it. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day, and I'll see you in 2 weeks.